What's up with you guys, man? It's Ground Life Productions back at it again with another video. I hope you guys been taking care of yourself. I hope you guys been working on your mindset, and most importantly, having a little trouble coming up with that last line because some things that happened recently. So, as you guys may know, I am supposed to be on semen retention. I said that I was going to go for the entire year, but unfortunately, I have to come clean to you guys. Let you guys know that, yeah, hurts to say this. I relapsed. I relapsed. No, it wasn't to the corn. It wasn't to my phone. I didn't lose my life force to my phone, that's for sure. It was somebody. But that's not the point. The point is, I relapsed. But I went 242 days. I relapsed a couple of weeks ago. I was just playing out scenarios in my mind, thinking about how am I gonna let everybody know about this. I said I was gonna go for this certain amount of days, but I didn't do it, and I folded just like how I did last year when I tried to go for a full 365, but only went like 136 days. And I started thinking to myself, you know what? That's progress. It's great progress. I went from 136 for my first streak, my first long streak, 136, and I doubled back and went for 242 days. That is approximately 9 months that I was on semen retention for, all the way from November 28th all the way to, I believe it was a couple of weeks ago. So it was July, it had to be like July 2024, July 24th, I believe. But yeah, that's when it happened. And I was kind of beating myself up about it, but I'm like, hold on, I did pretty good. I went from 136 to 242. So why should I beat myself up? Well, because I made great progress. I did a good job, and I learned a lot in the process. Because I did something that a lot of guys can't do. A lot of guys cannot go without sex for that number of days. Even if I didn't hit the 365, even if I didn't finish out the full year, a lot of guys can't do what I did. And the fact that I pulled that off, the fact that I did something that a lot of guys can't do, I feel good with that. I feel good with that. I feel content. Am I disappointed that I didn't hit 365? Yes. Am I disappointed that I didn't stay true to what I was going to do? Yes, I am. I am. But I'm not going to tear myself down because of that. Because in life, things happen. Things happen, and sometimes you just have to deal with it. Sometimes you just have to face it, because if you don't face it, then it's going to haunt you for the rest of your life. It's going to haunt you. And it's been bothering me for a little bit because I'm like, dang, now I feel like I'm living a lie. Even though I haven't really been talking about semen retention in my past few videos, I've only just been doing push ups. I've only just been doing the one arm push ups. And I didn't say a word. I didn't say a word about retention at all. At all. So, yeah, I was just playing out scenarios of how this could work. But I've also come to another conclusion. Semen retention is not meant to be worshipped. It's not meant to be worshipped, because I believe a lot of YouTubers, they worship the practice instead of worshiping God. Yeah, God is a part of this practice. The whole goal of this practice is to get closer with yourself and get closer with God. But a lot of people forget that you can get the same benefits that you get on a semen retention without being on retention. It's all about how you go about it. See, what retention does for you, it builds your mindset, it disciplines you, it shows you a whole new way of how to go about life. This is what I realized in the past 9 months that I've been retaining my seed. I realized that things are not going to get done unless I get them done. And me staying away from sex, it helped me. It helped me. Brought me to new truths. So if I didn't go on this long streak, I probably would have still been in the same mindset because I just didn't know what it was like to be without that gratifying thing for so long. But now that I have, I see everything differently. I see it all differently. And I think every man should go on retention. Every man needs to go into a period of when he's in the hyperbolical time chamber, because when you're in the hyperbolical time chamber and you're training and you're focusing on yourself, you're trying to lock in with your life, you're trying to fix your mindset, because there's obviously some things that's going on in your life that you just don't like. You feel like you're stuck in a cycle. You feel like it's hard to get out of. But once you go on semen retention, you start to realize that the true battle is not you against the world. It's you versus you. You stand in your own way. Sometimes I like we stand in our own way. Me, I've been standing in my own way for the past, I say for the past week. I haven't really been consistent on dropping videos. You guys may have seen me on YouTube dropping daily, yes, but I also drop on TikTok. I also drop on Instagram. I haven't been consistent with that. I'm in slacking. I'm in slacking. And it's not because I'm not on retention. It's just because I'm in my own way. I'm in my head. I'm in my own head way too much. Gosh, I cannot talk today. But yeah, I just need to get out of it. I just need to get out of it. And I'm working towards it. Me recording this video is me working towards it. Taking action. As a man, you got to take action. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm not making excuses. I am fully accountable of everything that happens to me. Everything that happens to me is my fault. Even if it's not my fault, it's probably something I could have did to avoid that. That's what it means to be self-accountable. That's what it means to be accountable for yourself. So I accept that. But also, will I be going back on semen retention? That's not a question. That is not a question. And you want to know why it's not a question? It's because semen retention is supposed to be a lifestyle. Even if you are involved with somebody, you should not want to drain yourself completely. Yeah, it's cool to have like the intimate connection and have like sex like every now and then, but do not drain yourself. You can have sex without releasing. You don't need to reach that climax stage. You don't need to. It feels good in the moment, but what does it do for you afterwards? It just drains you. You just want to go to sleep. You just want to go to sleep. So if you really have some real goals, do not release your seed unless you are trying to have a baby. Still have sex. Just don't release your seed. That's all I can tell you guys. You can get the same benefits that you can get without being on retention. You don't need to be on retention to be successful. People became successful without retention. So it's all about your mindset. It's all about your mindset. And honestly, I would tell you guys, semen retention, it enhances everything. So if you really trying to get deeply focused into a certain goal that you want to achieve, I say go on retention. I say go on retention. I'm not here to bash the practice. I'm not here to talk negative about the practice because I've been talking about the practice for the past 2 years. I've been talking about the practice for the past 2 years. So why would I talk bad about something that I've been doing, something that I've somewhat dedicated my life to? I even started to realize that I was worshiping it because it will be times that I make videos and I'm just talking about semen retention the whole time, and the video topics is supposed to be on something else completely different. I mean, it's still connected to retention, but I found myself talking about retention more than the point that I'm trying to get across, and my videos would sound kind of repetitive in a way, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So, with that being said, I will not be talking too much about retention. I'm going to talk about life. I'm going to talk about life. I'm going to be making workout content, and that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. We're still going to keep the motivational content going. Yes, semen retention was a phase in my life. And whenever I do decide to go back on retention, I may or may not tell you guys because it's a lifestyle choice. It's a lifestyle choice. If you choose to retain your seed and you want to focus on your goals, you want to focus on yourself, do that. What if you don't want to retain your seed, but you still want to focus on yourself? You can do that as well. It's all about what you choose. It's your life. It's your life. What you do with your life, that's not my concern. I can point you in the right direction, but can I make you drink the cup of knowledge? No, I can't do that. I can't do that. All I can do is tell you guys what's on my mind and tell you guys about my experiences. That's all I can do. So I would never try to force you guys to do anything. So if anybody wants to talk trash to me just because I didn't make it all the way to 365 days on retention or finish out the whole year, hey, do what you will. Do what you will. I'm just happy that I got off my conscience that I'm not on retention anymore. But the fact that I went 242 days, I feel like that's litty. I feel like that's litty. I feel like, shoot, if I can go 242 days, I could probably go 1,000 if I really wanted to. I'm not going to say that I relapsed because of a mistake. Nah, nah. I got a big plan for my life. God has a plan for my life. So, hey, it is what it is. But did it feel bad when I relapsed? Um, Honestly, a little bit, a little bit. It did, because I'm like, dang, it's all over, but it's not over at the same time. But I did feel some type of way when it happened. But yeah, man, we still here. We still here, getting to the money. I've been I've been reading more. I've been doing more. I'm trying to get back on my consistency wave. I'm just trying to figure life out. I'm just trying to put the pieces to mm, excuse me. I'm just trying to put the pieces to this puzzle. I'm just trying to put it all together. That's all I'm trying to do. And it's gonna make sense in the end. I know that. I know that and I believe it. I believe it. If it's for me, I know God's gonna let me have it. If it's not for me, God won't even let it come my way. Even if I want it so badly. If God feels as though I'm not ready for it, then hey, I'm just not ready for it. But yeah. Well, one last thing I can tell you guys: get more connected with God. That's something we should strive to do every single day because without God, everything is pointless. It really is. You just have to think about like the long term events, the long term of your life. What's going to happen after you die? Where do you think you're going to go? Will you be satisfied with everything that you did? Or will you live a life full of regrets? Me, I don't want to do that. I don't want to live a life full of regrets. So, yeah. Don't let semen retention take your life over. It's a lifestyle choice. Once you go in, can't come back. So, if you're just now starting out and you want to go on semen retention, I'm telling you, this is a sacrifice. You will not be the same person that you was before. But before you start the practice, you will not be that person anymore because your mind will have changed. The way your mindset was like about a year ago or a couple of months ago, depending on how long you went, it's not going to be the same. It's going to change because the life changes us. We're still growing. We're still growing. If you're alive, you're still growing until you're 6 feet under. That's when the game stops. That's when the game stops. But hey, I'm alive, you alive, so we still playing. We still playing. So let's just be great. But yeah, man, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. Like the video if you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you like the content, and follow Grind Life Productions on everything, TikTok, Instagram. We're going up everywhere. And if you would like to donate to the channel, the Cash App is $CWill153. And also I do one-on-one consultations. So if you need to speak to somebody to help you figure out certain things in your life, hey, I'm your guy. I'll help you out. I will help you out. But with that being said, this has been Ground Life Productions and we signing out. Peace. Where is my thing? Oh, there we go. See ya. Okay.